most beautiful aspect of truth is ocean of truth and master ocean of truth can never be separated. And this is the godly love that Baba reveals to the soul. The joy of being the presence, inseparable from the Supreme. Baba has only two pet peeves. One is, Baba says, I'm not omnipresent. Know my existence as it is. And then you will know who you are by knowing me. And secondly, Baba wants the soul to relax away from identification with the waste thoughts. Firstly, because without knowing him, I cannot know me. There is no chance to know me without knowing him. And secondly, because waste comprises of just memory and speculation. In other words, past and future, which is simply imagination. The moment these two things are dropped, soul is free to be like the Father, to know himself to be like the Father, here and now. Do you know you? What are you without any assumptions and speculations of the mind or any memory in the mind? Who are you? If you are none of these memories or anticipations of the mind. Just relax away from all these things. Who are you? Sign of godly love is the soul who really knows love of the Father. Will relax away from the past and the future narratives of the mind, because it completely dismantles the personal person in the mind. Right here, right now. Soul exists with Baba, using the body, performing the karma, experiencing the experiences of sound, of sight, touch, smell, taste, even the experience of thoughts. But it's not suffering them, indulging in them. But just experiencing, nothing wrong with that. Because self is uninfluenced by any experience. Just like Baba. Enter every scene with this one purpose: of coming into karma with Baba as a soul. And this scene is no different and no exception. We are here only to be in action with God. Once combined with God that you are, and you realize it very clearly, then let things flow. Automatically they flow from you, the presence. With ease. And Baba also is so joyous seeing his children's souls playing their parts through their bodies without being fooled by mind's narratives, but playing their parts beautifully. Experiencing life as it offers itself in this moment. Knowing their absolute truth, whilst experiencing the opposites. Thus knowing their own truth beyond any experience. Baba is very happy seeing this. That is why he offers his company. Reminds the child, you're with me in your absolute truth. So let the experiences unfold. They can't touch you. Shh. So we read today's Avyakt Bap Dada Madhuban Murli. Yeah?
Yes.
3/2/2006. Beautiful. Today, Bap Dada is seeing. Now remember, our purpose here to be in this scene is to be not just study Murli, but combined with Baba, the soul is checking its own inner world at the same time. What was the most touching point for you in the Murli today? That really, okay, wow. Hmm?
Om Shanti Anjal. Our sanskar should be like Baba's sanskar.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And other like Baba said about man. Man is chanchal ghoda. Or you have to follow Srimad, not Manmat.
Mm-hmm.
These are the key points which touched this one very much.
Mm. Very good. So let us start reading. This one will tell you later, once we've read some Murli. Today, Bap Dada, child, Baba is seeing all his children everywhere who are loved by God. It is only the selected few out of the whole world who have recognized God, which is what? That is why they have a right to God's love, which means that they can experience, they can know about God's love. Yeah? It is only God's love that has brought you, my child, here, isn't it?
Yes, sister.
Yeah. It is only at this time, out of the whole cycle, my child, that you experience God's love. At all other times, you experienced love from souls, from great souls, from religious souls, but now you have become worthy of receiving God's love. Did you do anything to be worthy to receive God's love?
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. You didn't do anything to be worthy. You just let go of doing. And you come to know you are worthy. And you always were worthy. And you always will be worthy. Right? So, what would you reply when someone asks you where God is? That God the Father is with us and that we live with Him. Yeah? The soul is living with Him even in this moment. Baba, I'm with you, right? And you're with me. You and me are together, combined. Isn't it?
Here we are more, actually. In the class, we are more with Baba, I'll admit.
Yeah, sister, this new way of Baba's knowledge uh, keeps us with him most of the time. We can feel this, and uh, we don't feel guilty now, not at all. Baba is with us. Nothing bad can happen now. So
Nothing bad.
these are the beautiful, beautiful experiences which this one is experienced every day, almost.
Nothing, maybe what you mean is not nothing bad can happen, or nothing feels bad.
Yes,
Maybe
yes.
that's what you're meaning. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I reckon. So Baba is saying that God the Father is with you, child, and that we live with Him. God cannot stay without you, child, and that is why you also cannot stay without Baba. The soul cannot stay without Baba. And Baba cannot stay without the soul. Right? My sweet love, Baba, isn't it? My only love. You're experiencing so much love. You would say with intoxication that God is living in your heart. Dil khol ke bata do Baba ko. And that you are living in His heart. Right? Uska bhi dil khol ke dekh lo. To see His heart. Right? Yeah. Most touching point. Absolutely. So I will read this again. Right? So you would say with intoxication, you, the soul, would say with intoxication that Baba is living in your heart and that you are living in His heart. You, the soul, has experienced this. Have you not, child? Are you experienced in this? What is in your heart? If you were not experienced in this, then who is? The Father is also pleased to see the children who have claimed a right to such love. First, he is dunking you in the ocean of love. Okay, now let's see what he does. After making you experience your perfect form and making you stay with him, now you can see all the sharks and all the crocodiles and all the different marine life in the ocean of love. Okay, from the ocean of love. The sign of love for God. What is the sign for love for God? Let's see.
What's the date of the Murli?
It's just today is Baba Milan Murli.
Oh, no.
It is 3rd February 2006. Original date.
Yeah, original is 2006. So the sign of love for God. What is the sign of love for God? You are easily ready to sacrifice everything for the one you love, my child. Isn't it? So all of you souls have become as the Father wants you to be. Have you not? That each and every child is equal to the Father and has made the Father visible through their face. You know what the stage is that the Father likes? Do you not? The stage that the Father likes is that of complete purity, which is the foundation of this birth. Do you know the depth of complete purity? There should not be the slightest name or trace of purity in your thoughts or your dreams. How do you see that?
Sister, from my side, answer was coming all the time. Cleanest slate, clean slate. That was my answer. That will take us towards this purity Baba is asking.
What else?
दीदी जैसे ओम शांति बाबा आज भी मुरली में कहा तुम मास्टर गॉड हो तो उसी सीट पर मैं बैठी रहती हूँ मतलब सदा स्मृति से तो दूर से दिखाई देता है वो पुराना मन है आ रहे वो अपना लगता ही नहीं
Very good, very good. And this is real purity. It's just being in that truth of being Master God, what Baba is saying. Being married to his vision and marinated in his vision. And that is really complete purity. Zero mixing of Manmat and Parmat, of old mind and old others' minds. Zero Manmat.
Sister, what do you mean by marinated? Can you please?
Yeah, marinated in Baba's vision means just knowing, as Sister said, being that Master God that Baba is seeing you as. Then you're really marinated, means you're just, you know how when you marinate something, what happens when you marinate a vegetable? It soaks everything.
Yeah.
Right? It soaks everything that you marinate it in, and it just completely absorbs the entire gravy within itself, right? Something very similar. The one who's marinated in Baba's vision is completely soaked in the way Baba sees and feels and experiences the soul. So then I, the soul, I know I'm just pure silence like Baba. And because I'm so marinated in being that silence with Baba, that I am aware of all the old mind's actions and functions and misfunctions and misactions, everything. But as was mentioned, they don't feel like me or mine. Like yesterday's Avyakt Ishare, no I and mine for the angel. Then just Baba and I. Whatever applies to Baba applies to me. That feels like reality. That is marinating. And that is purity. Being Master God. According to the closeness of time nowadays, Bab Dada is repeatedly drawing your attention to the fact that in terms of complete purity, waste thoughts too are not complete purity. So check, do you have waste thoughts? Check that no type of thoughts are distancing you from perfection. Baba has made it so clear. What is distancing you from perfection? Identity with waste. It distances you from your perfection. There's no other distance between you and your perfection. Any distance between you and your perfection? Who feels their perfection is at a distance from them? It's okay. We are not, judging you. You can speak. But whose mind feels that their perfection is at a distance from their truth? Very good, Agar, if it's not. Because if it is, it's just a thought. That's all. Not anymore. Very good. It's just a thought. Yeah, somebody said marination of veggies and curd is totally mixed. Yeah.
Angel, when we are with Baba, nothing is imperfect for
Yeah.
us, for this one. And
Yeah.
when we like slightly away with his thoughts, with him, then it seems like we are far away
Yeah.
to reach the destination.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just a thought that is creating that distance, a thought that was identified with. That is all it is. Nothing else, or a feeling that is identified with.
But good thing is happening, like now we can see that thought.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And that is the beautiful aspect of Baba's love. No, Baba's love, you realize that all this stuff has to come up. All the old mind stuff has to come in front of you. All this conceptual chatter has to be presented in front of you. Because that will really test the test of your courage. Do you really still know your truth as being Master God? Whilst jealousy, hatred, feeling, whatever ugliest of the ugly feelings are coming in front of you and you're feeling like Master God? Or most ordinary feelings, you sometimes even got feeling ordinary and you step out like as though you are Master God.
दीदी मास्टर गॉड का सीट पे बैठने से सब दिखाई दे रहा है,
अब
सब छुपा हुआ कुछ भी नहीं है।
कुछ भी नहीं।
लेकिन जब मास्टर गॉड से नीचे आकर देखते हैं ना तो हलचल हो जाता है। वहीं सीट में बैठे हैं तो आने दो, अच्छी बात है, दिखाई दे रहा है, वो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद जो दिख रहा है।
Exactly. And this is another very important aspect, that whatever we are seeing, are we thankful for it? For the beauty or the beast? Are we thankful for it?
And
I
sister, after identifying them, we can make distance from them.
Actually, you're identifying them from a distance, isn't it?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Maybe that's what you were trying to say, that you're identifying them from a
From
distance,
distance.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. Because for this one, at least, is very, very, like one had shared yesterday, the example, right? That even when in the silence or the space of the room, there can be the tape recorder with maximum voice, little voice, low voice, no voice, loud sound, no sound, less sound, more sound. But silence, I am still the same. This really helps me, the being, to be the silence that I am with Baba and allow everything that comes and goes, comes and goes within me, the soul. And the soul is just experiencing, and then I realize I have nothing to do to be. Because if the natural nature of me is peace and silence, then if any doing cannot create my silence and peace. Right? So I have to really relax away from doing. Even in meditation, we are not sitting there to create a beautiful experience. No, not at all. That I should sit and now create a beautiful experience with Baba. No. Then you're deceiving yourself. But rather, just sitting is part of just that walking and lying down, whatever it was, it's just an extension of that meditation. And in that also, I'm just with Baba and I'm aware of what's coming and what's going, but I'm totally, totally uninterested in it. And my complete interest is in what the truth is, that Baba and I together are experiencing this moment. Baba and I together are experiencing many experiences, but we both are beyond the influence of all experiences. Embodiment of experience. That is the natural peace of the soul that the soul knows now. And soul knows. All I had to do was relax away from the doing aspect of wanting and doing to be peace. This is it. You know how many souls have asked this one, what do we do in Amrit Vela? As though rest of the day is different from Amrit Vela. Is it? Our minds are so conditioned to believe that the morning time is different than afternoon and evening time. Is it different?
No, sister. Earlier it used to be, but not now. Now, not.
Yeah. And then what does the careless mind for some does? Okay, then why do we need to do Amrit Vela? Then why do we need to do Amrit Vela? Very clever.
Baba says confidence every moment is Amrit Vela.
Exactly. And then the clever ego mind, I mean the storyfied mind, I will not say ego mind, but the storyfied scripted mind, what does it say? Then why do we need to do Amrit Vela if it's all the same?
But it's Baba's Shirmat, na? So we have to follow.
Yeah, it's Baba's Srimat and what else? Very good. It's Baba's Srimat and
Because
what?
the Amrit Vela is the most quietest time, rest of the days, because rest of there is a lot of noises and lot of work in your mind, but that time is the mind is also free. Only I know the mind is cannot use the word, but the is full attention with Baba.
Actually, you know what? Baba knows Kalyugi lifestyle, right? So he wants us souls to put our bodies to bed in time and wake it up in time and overcome the sanskar, and at least not succumb to the sanskar of laziness and carelessness. That is the reason. Otherwise, yes.
जागृत आत्मा के लिए तो 24 आवर्स ही अमृत
Exactly.
वेला
24 hours Amrit Vela hai, like sister also mentioned, all confluence ages Amrit Vela. But also at the same time to really not succumb to this outside world lifestyle. Otherwise, sleep late, wake up at 10 o'clock. I mean, this one's lifestyle used to be wake up at 8 o'clock.
Discipline, and even though, sister, in a devotional time, even though all the holy person, they are disciplined, always wake up early in the morning.
Yeah.
And they do rituals, things, whatever they do in the early morning.
Yeah. There's a reason in nature why night time is for sleeping, not waking up and staying awake. Then the body doesn't also function well. So night is for sleeping according to nature for the rest of the matter body. And when the sun is out, you are up also with the sun. I mean, before the sun. Then you welcome the sun. Right? Yeah, I know they say that circadian rhythm and most other souls are sleeping. That is also there. But actually, most importantly, it is really Baba wants us to come out of the lifestyle of the scripted mind, of the person mind. Otherwise, sleeping at 9:30, 10 is nowadays not even heard of by majority of the world outside. Is it?
They used to say, कितना जल्दी आप सो जाते हो? इतना जल्दी क्यों सोते हो?
Yeah.
They start making dinner at 9:30.
Yeah, very good. They eat at 9 and 10, make dinner at 9 and eat at 10 and sleep at 12, 1.
दीदी बट इस प्रैक्टिस के बाद ना नींद कम हो गई है। ऐसा नहीं फील होता कि नींद नहीं हो रही, अच्छी हो रही, सेटिस्फाई है आत्मा, लेकिन नींद इतनी कम हो गई है। और अमृत वेला भी एक्टिवेट मतलब जागृत होता है, ऐसा समझ ही नहीं आता। कभी कभी तो 12 भी बज जाते और फिर भी 4 बजे ऐसा फील नहीं होता है कि हम 12 बजे सोए थे, क्योंकि बिकॉज सारा दिन प्रैक्टिस चल रही है ना, तो फील ही नहीं होता कि देर से सोए हैं। ऐसे जानबूझकर नहीं करते हैं कि देर से
Of course,
हो
family
जाता
lifestyle, it can
हाँ,
make a difference. Yeah.
बट फील नहीं होता है।
You know? So these things are very important to make it very clear why Baba is doing all these things, for the soul to really be bodiless. Yeah? So the more you continue to move forward in your efforts, check that wasteful thoughts are not wasting your time in a royal way. Do arrogance and insult attack you in a royal way, in the form of waste thoughts? If out of arrogance anyone considers his speciality, which is a godly gift, to be his speciality, then the arrogance of that speciality brings him down. This is a law of nature also, actually. Very much the law of nature. The moment I, the soul, define myself with anything to do with mind, body, and its extension, even as personal person, I'm sitting in this chair. I am in arrogance. Even in this moment, if I'm sitting here as a personal person, I don't even need to do or be anything. I just need to live as a personal person, and I'm living a life in arrogance. It's a personal pride that Baba is asking us to see. Feeling of unworthiness is also personal pride. It's also arrogance in the form of low self-esteem. Can I see those thoughts and those feelings separate from me? So Baba is saying it becomes an obstacle, and the arrogance that comes in a subtle form, which is, who is sitting here? Who's talking? Who's listening? Which you know about is that there is the consciousness of mine. There should be my name. ये तो बहुत gross है जो बाबा बोल रहे हैं. This is very gross form. But just mine and me as this body mind. There should be my name, my prestige. This consciousness of mine takes on the form of arrogance. Yeah, please explain again the point of arrogance with example. Okay. Let's say if I, the being, am sitting here as Rini, but I'm not aware of me, the silence that I am, within which this activity of the body mind exists. And from within me, the silence, there is the sound of words being emitted. The movement of the body and the sensations of the mind and body are being expressed. If that awareness is not there, arrogance is there already. It doesn't take anything more than that. Does that make clear? Sonali? That what is arrogance? Yeah. So I am that silence presence. Otherwise, body is still my reference point, trying to see the soul even now. So that is why, who am I? I am silence, which is allowing everything to be expressed. And I, the being, the one beyond all experiences, I'm experiencing all these changes of body and mind, of thoughts and emotions and movements. I'm experiencing all the change, but I, the being, am beyond all these experiences. I am the silence, experiencing, wow, sound, words. This is what they sound like. Yeah. There is wow, wow for this drama also. Wow, this is what sound sounds like for me, the silent being. This is an experience of sound. And I am complete silence. This is the experience of movement. And I'm still with Baba. This is the experience of interacting through the body with each other. And here we are with Baba eternally, silently still, radiating love and peace towards each other, whilst also playing the part through the body with each other. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, very good. That means when I get down from the seat of silence, it's arrogance not combined with Baba. Absolutely. It is arrogance. Right? Wow, I can scratch my hand. This, this hand can scratch this hand. Isn't that an experience worth having for the being? Can you experience any of this? Just a bodiless soul? Beyond the body mind? Can you experience that?
Yes, this one has the experience that, when in the morning while doing even Amrit Vela, there is a desire to itch, here and there and all that. And all of a suddenly realize this is also kind of a attachment to doing, that you're just sitting, you're not doing anything. And that's when, those that sensations come and you want to itch and all that, Otherwise, when you're busy doing something, you're not itching anything, right? So that is also kind of an attachment to doing, right? Is that right?
You can see it. There's nothing, no problem if there is some itching happening and you can scratch. That's not a problem. But you see it as the soul that is beyond the movement will just see it as an experience. We are not sitting here as a, what do you call, Vipassana yogis. Yeah.
That are immovable and like physically not, you're not, yeah.
If there's a itch, don't scratch. No, no, no.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like that. If there's a, like, let's say, for example, if there's an itch here, I'll scratch.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But I, the being, I am in that, what do you call? I know my stillness and I'm just enjoying every movement of the body
As well.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, of course, now that itching that is constantly like this and this like a monkey, then yes, that is a different. That's different. Yeah. Yeah. But otherwise, if there's itching little bit here and there, that's fine. Not a problem.
Right. And just realizing that that's also an experience. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
this is
just
also
an
not
experience.
me. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's another experience. So you enjoy every movement of the body.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For the still being, it's all movements. So more and more you know your own stillness and silence, and automatically from there, when you're sitting in silence, itching won't pull you. Does that make sense?
Exactly. So that is what happened. That that sensation was coming, and then that realization was that this is just a sensation. You don't have to react to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if it's really you need to, that's a different thing. But like at that point, it was like if it's not necessary, it's okay. You don't have to always
exactly. Yeah.
react to it.
That will come. The more you are experiencing your stillness, then you. But if it's happening, then there's nothing wrong with it. That's
No, right. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
yeah, but if it is like you are experiencing, then it's not like unnecessary scratching and itching and all of that is happening. So you will be observing that, okay, another sensation, a change that has come to go. If it needs tending, you will tend to it. That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what Baba is saying. That, and these are very important aspects. These are not small things, because those who pay attention to this, they are the ones who will have continuous yoga with their truth. The ones who do not get deceived by the movement of the mind and body, the sensations of the mind and body, they are the ones who can have continuous yoga. Because even today, it doesn't matter how much, it's still like, I've heard some souls say, oh, now I know all the knowledge. And yet when you see, it is not in their expression. So what have you known? Humility is the number one thing once you've known all the knowledge. Isn't it? When you know all the knowledge, then you will be all that knowledge also. True? Yeah. Then these words won't emerge from your mouth. Oh, now I know all the knowledge. Will not emerge from your mouth. It just means that you haven't really known anything yet. Because when I am knowledge, then I'm enjoying every moment, every word of Baba. Every moment with Baba. True? Then I am embodiment of knowledge. Yeah, humility, compassion automatically comes from all brother souls. And every moment is fresh and new for you. I know all means there's already arrogance steeped in it. But for one who knows everything, every moment is fresh and new. You not know it all. You are embodiment of it, enjoying the freshness of every experience. You're hearing every word as though you're hearing for the first time. You're not living from the memory of know-it-all. There's a very big difference. Yeah? Otherwise, Baba would not be teaching us knowledge every day from 90 years. He would say, I know it all. I've told you 1,000 times. So why should I be speaking now? Baba's spoken, gone, finished, past, all a dream. He's speaking again as though he's speaking for the first time. This is how he is constantly. Do you ever sense boredom in his words? That Baba is feeling bored in speaking these words?
Listener also feel that we are listening first time. Honestly, just like if you 2 weeks before the Sunday Murlis you pull out, you feel like first time I'm reading. It just read the 2 weeks ago, but it feel like it's we reading first time.
Yeah, yeah. And this is the attitude of a child. Eager to hear from his father. Baba, I'm listening for the first time. You teach me the way you want me to understand it now in this moment. Oh, now I know all the knowledge. This is such a moment of, and one is not even aware they're speaking like that. Then I haven't really understood the knowledge at all. As though we don't need Murli or something. It becomes an obstacle and arrogance that comes in a subtle form, which you know about. This is all arrogance. I know Murli. I've heard Murlis from so much time. I know all the understanding of all the knowledge. If you really understood, you love every moment of your life now. You love Baba's Murli every moment. Which you know about, is that there is the consciousness of mind. There should be my name, my prestige. This consciousness of mind takes on the form of arrogance. These waste thoughts distance you from your perfection. Please, this is so beautiful. These waste thoughts distance you. So the distance between you, your truth, and your perfection of your truth. Is there any distance really if there is no thought? Any distance?
Sister, आपने मुरली घोट घोट के पी ली है. That feeling, because you were making us understand the same point in the beginning, like how you are standing, sitting on the chair. Still, it's arrogance. If it is Rini's consciousness, same thing Baba is saying. Make yourself distanced from all kind of waste. So this is how you have drank this nectar of Murli and taking us to that point. Yeah.
Yeah, Baba is telling us this very, very clearly. These are the subtle royal forms of Maya, which we don't see and they keep the person intact. Yeah. So these waste thoughts distance you from perfection because Bap Dada wants you to stay in your self-respect, not to have any arrogance or disregard. These are the reasons for waste thoughts coming. So beautiful. Bap Dada wants to see every child with the nischay and intoxication of being a double master. What is being a double master child? Do you know? One is that you are the masters of the Father's treasures. And secondly, you are the masters of self-sovereignty. You are both types of master because all of you are the children and also the masters. So that is why I know, Baba, the mind originates from me. I am the self-sovereign. Baba, the intellect and sanskars also originate from me, the soul. Baba, the body and the movement originates from me, the soul. So I and you silently sitting together, seeing this whole expression taking place right now. However, Bap Dada has seen that all of you, the souls, because all of you say, my Baba. So to say, my Baba means you are the soul and the child anyways. Hmm? However, together with being a child, be both types of master. Master of his treasures and master of self-sovereignty. You be number-wise in being a master. So you become number-wise in being a master. Actually, the one who has truly accepted that I am the child of God will definitely feel in this very moment and eternity. As Baba said, drama has no beginning, middle, and end today. Did you hear that? It is
Yeah,
this,
very intriguing point. Yes, sister, two, three times I kept thinking. You
yeah,
make it clear that also. Yeah, very
yeah,
interesting.
yeah. Drama has no beginning, middle, and end. The drama within the soul. Actually, if you really look at the drama within the soul, it's in a code language. It doesn't, it doesn't really, in that sense, have anything except some energy form within the soul. It's when it gets connected with matter, it comes into becoming old, new, old, new, old, new, old, new. Right? Because as we said earlier also, energy cannot be destroyed. So drama is nothing but energy within the soul in the code language. So that drama has no beginning, middle, and end. It's just coded language there. So, I mean, some code of sanskars there. Even sanskar is just code energy. But when that energy comes in touch with the matter, then it becomes the shape of old, new. Old, less new, no, sorry, new, then less new, and then old. Then new, then becoming little older, and then fully old. Like that.
sister, this is the energy that can be transformed, right? If the energy cannot be created, nor can it be destroyed,
Yeah,
but it can just transform from one form to the other.
yeah,
So from new, it becomes old, and then again it becomes new.
yeah. So that is why Baba is telling us that drama doesn't become old. This has to be understood.
Sister, one more question here. That yesterday we spoke about the good sanskars and the bad sanskars that
Mhm,
keep talking within.
mhm,
So when Baba is telling us about the Vyarth and Samarth,
mhm,
so the good sanskars which keep talking inside,
mhm.
is that also a part of Vyarth? Like bad sanskar saying something, immediately a good sanskar will come to justify that bad sanskar.
Anything that is identified with will become weird. Yeah.
Okay.
So even if I identify with the voice that is good sanskar voice, that very moment the bad sanskar and good sanskar will get into
A conflict with each other.
it will not, the bad won't keep quiet. It will still speak. And then I will identify with good and I will like, why is this not keeping quiet? And then again, there will be something that will be spoken from knowledge. And again, this one will keep quiet for a short while and again speak something. So if they both are pointing, all sanskars, good or bad, are pointing at who? Yeah, the one that has, which is zero, which is
The one
beyond.
who's complete, who's Samarth, the one that Baba said. I am Samarth.
Yeah.
So everything
Absolutely.
that's happening within, absolute, yeah. Everything that's happening in the drama, any sanskar, any type of energy is
Mhm.
vyarth. I mean, my identification with it is
I
vyarth.
use
जो
the word
बाबा व्यर्थ वेस्ट जो
व्यर्थ,
बाबा आज बोल रहे हैं ना वेस्ट
yeah,
वेस्ट
yeah, yeah. Any energy that I identify with, it becomes waste. Otherwise, it's just energy. It has no life,
ओके
right? Any thought, just a thought. The moment I identify, it's a waste because I wasted my attention in the energy which is not really anything unless I give life to it, right?
because these good sanskars speak a lot and they really, it
Yeah.
feels like it's coming from Baba.
Yeah. And actually, it's okay, even if it's a thought coming from Baba. It's right. Like I think we said yesterday or day before, I can't remember now. But the good sanskaras are speaking Baba's language. They are speaking knowledge. They are speaking, yes, they are standing up for the master.
Okay.
Yeah? They are standing up for the master, for the soul that I am.
So then identifying with that thought will not be called waste, no?
No, we just don't want to identify with anything. I just want to know that I am the silent one. That is my very
Okay,
first, yeah.
okay, okay. So what
Yeah.
it means is coming naturally from that space, not identifying with a thought
Yes.
and then coming in action. Okay.
No. Yeah, zero identity with anything. Then it is naturally I, the soul, will pick, not pick choicelessly. That's the way we use the word choicelessly. Choicelessly, it's just I'm using that tool of goods and scars and bringing it into action.
Yeah.
Very naturally, I'm not thinking to put a good sanskar into action. There's no thinking behind it.
This is very subtle because the minute there is a choice between good and bad, then you're already identified.
You're already identified. Yeah.
Okay. This is
It
very
has to
subtle.
be a choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a very choiceless act by the soul to be who the soul is. That is why Baba says, no, you are embodiment of experience. You are peace. You can't do something to be peace.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Now it's very clear. Thank you. Thank you.
So that's why Baba is saying, you have received the treasures of inheritance. And this is why you have the intoxication of being a child, but you become number-wise in having nischay and intoxication of being a master in a practical way, in being one who has a right of self-sovereignty. It is especially the mind that causes obstacles. Be a master of the mind. Never be influenced by the mind. You say that you have self-sovereignty. So to be a self-sovereign means to be a king. Father Brahma checked himself every day. He became the master of his mind and claimed a right to be a master of the world, just through being the master, by paying attention and checking. This to me was the most striking point in the Murli, that just by checking, he became the master. Why is it that just by yesterday, if you remember, if you heard the class properly, I don't know who all heard or not heard, but if you heard the class properly, just by checking, you become the master of your mind. How?
By not becoming one with it, not identifying with it.
By
You
not.
know your presence, you know your existence is beyond and before your mind.
Yes. And what else? Very important point that comes out of it. I don't know if you all were there or not, because behind boxes I can't tell. But we did mention it.
What was the
You
question,
only
sister?
tell, please. And
Just,
sister, if anybody is not able to tell, please you only tell us.
okay. By checking, how do you become the master of the world and master of the mind? So one answer is given, that you're not identifying. Yes, there was one.
Combine with Baba. You yesterday says it's when you combine with Baba, always whatever, then you're able to see and recognize and disidentify.
Yes.
Because the one important you yesterday tell about the always have Baba with you every moment. He's inseparable, but have the conviction.
There was one more thing.
Be in your own truth.
Be in your own truth. Okay. One more thing.
Yes, sister, you.
Soul
Yeah,
in
you were
practice.
saying peaceful. I'm a peaceful. Om Shanti, you said. And the crux was you told us to check if you are not peaceful within that, it means, you are mingled with waste. That was you were trying to tell us.
And the thing that you said that why you talking about all the time mind, you have to be in your truth.
Yes.
Rather than we focus on the mind, we focus on the being as a soul.
Yeah.
We are in a truth, then the sound outside, whether it is soundless or some sound is there or more sound is there, it will not affect at all us if we are in a original state of peaceful mind. Combined with Baba, I am, but not are, I am in that state.
And actually, one more thing is that authentically, the soul can feel Baba's Karankaravanhaar only when the entire purpose of entering every scene is self-checking. You can authentically feel Baba's Karankaravanhaar. The moment you enter a scene to serve, Baba can never be Karankaravanhaar. Serve others, I mean. Then it's just a effort-making mind will try to make Baba Karankaravanhaar. The only time I have to give one finger of cooperation to lift the entire Govardhan Parvat of Kali Yuga with Baba is be in every scene just doing my own checking. Of course, I'm combined with Baba in that. And my own checking, I enter every scene. Then I know I'm just keep paying attention to me, that my truth, and aware of what's happening in my minds and intellect and sanskars within my inner kingdom. That is all my focus is. Then if somebody is getting touched or somebody is getting some understanding beautifully and their lives have changed, you will easily know who's Karankaravanhaar. You will easily know that who's Karankaravanhaar, because you were too busy with your truth, with Baba, and doing your own checking. So who did everything?
Baba is doing everything.
Yeah. Then you know Baba is the one who's the doer. Only and only then you will know he's the Karankaravanhaar. Otherwise, you can't know Baba is Karankaravanhaar. Because even if there's the slightest attention on serving others, Baba is not Karankaravanhaar. Are you going to give salvation to others? Who's going to give salvation? Huh? Baba.
Sister, does it mean beyond desires?
Absolutely. I mean, you're completely beyond doing. The doer is dead in it.
So it becomes so easy.
That is what it is. It is what it is. It is supposed to be that you found God and still it's difficult. Then what's the point finding God? Hmm? Ah. Baba said in Sunday's Murli, somebody has sent. Bab Dada is sitting with you, and yet you become so engrossed in your own situation, trying to face it, that you don't even realize who is with you. So, what does Baba do then? From being the companion, Bab Dada becomes the observer and observes your games. So, you just pay attention only on yourself. You don't have to do anything else. Anything else, nothing to be done. You will feel, know, and experience Baba as Karankaravanhaar. Even praise will come, you know it is Baba who's Karankar. So you don't feel the need to reject or accept. You're beyond both. True? Only and only then it's possible, huh? That is why Brahma Baba became my #1 master of the world just by checking. This is absolutely beautiful. For me, this was just the most striking point.
So, sister, checking has to be done whether I'm engrossed or involved, thinking that I'm doing something and feeling privileged or getting pride in it. So, checking should be that to abstain from keep checking what is my bent of mind, where I'm going. So, if I'm at okay.
Yeah.
So, can you clear it more? How more easily we can do checking?
Like,
And
for
clever.
example, every
Yeah.
day throughout the day, right? Morning till evening, you are but constantly in action, right? Body, mind. The whole time, body, mind is moving only. True? Who can say that their body, mind is constantly in action in some way or the other?
My body doesn't move much. That's the problem, actually.
Uh-huh.
Internal organs, they are always on the, but because one day you made us that intoxication, everything is changing within your body also. That way I feel its body is active.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the body is constantly active and moving, na? In one way or the other. Every breathing is also an action. Somebody said it, yeah. Every moment action is happening through body mind, right? I, the being, only talking to Baba, combined with Baba, and now I am conversing with someone, like let's say this one's daughter is visiting right now, part mein jo daughter ka part play kar rahi hai, that one is visiting, or sometimes someone is coming, or sometimes no one is there, but my mind brings somebody as a visitor, and I'm only doing my checking with Baba. I'm so busy checking myself that you become so clean and so innocent, not naive, but very innocent. And you don't even know how others are getting served. You don't even know. And they come and tell you something, and you don't even realize how that happened. Because you were just available for Baba to be his channel. So you now know internally who's the doer of it all. Who's the doer of it all? This is checking. Checking means knowing I am anchored in my truth with Baba. I am a living silent light. And I'm checking the movement of the body and the mind and its thoughts and its feelings and its emotions. Moment by moment, that these things are coming up. These things are coming up moment by moment. But I, the constant being, I'm aware, observing, self-observation is checking. I'm in introspection. I'm living my life in introversion. And I'm just checking. I don't even know how this action happened and the work got done, but it got done. I don't even realize when somebody felt something or when they feel good or light around you. You don't even know because you're just so busy just keeping yourself clean for Baba. So you then now know it's Baba who's doing it. Because I didn't do anything as a person to make them feel they're a soul. I'm just being a soul and being at a distance from my mind. That is all attention that I'm paying with Baba. That is
So, sister, attention is to be whether I'm clean or innocent in my own truth. That's it.
That's it. My attention is Baba and I. And then Baba and I, and things are happening. We're going for a walk or talking. But it's just Baba and I. There's no agenda. There is no. And if there's anything that's coming up, I'm seeing with Baba. What happens as you start? Actually, you become innocent like a child. Not naive, huh? But innocent. And then you realize that actually because the innocence is because there's no doer present there. And Baba is the one, then he's using you and whatever he wants to give to whoever he just gives. So then if somebody gets touched, great. If they don't get touched, that's great too. My attention is just not there on the outside. My attention is just on me, Baba, I, and in my inner world. That's it. That's all my attention is. Only then you will know Baba is Karankaravanhaar. Yeah, exactly. Combined with Baba, Sakshi with inner world, Sakshi from inner world and self-introspection constantly. That's it. This is a yogi life of Brahma Baba. And that is why he could feel he's one with Baba. Then he knows Baba is Karankaravanhaar, not something I need to work hard on to experience and feel. Yeah? Yeah, making sure Baba is my Sati and not Sakshi. True? And you find your conversations automatically are like this one's daughter part was saying, I really want to be in London. I don't want to move back here because she did not find the job there. So the part is to come back here. And the words are like, and then coming and I'm feeling sad and this. And internally, because one is so busy doing one's own checking, I don't even know what the words are coming out. And the words that are coming out, it's all temporary. It's all going to go away anyways. And that hits the soul. It's all temporary. Yes, it's temporary. That's true. It's temporary. Sadness is also temporary. Yes, it's temporary. And then it's like, can we stand and open our arms together like this? Open your arms. And can we embrace whatever life brings to us? Open your arms and just say to yourself, I embrace whatever life brings to me. Because it's all for me to awaken to my eternal truth. It's not something you're planning. It's not something that you're not talking. It's not that you have shunned the world. No. There's a lot more warmth and love in relationships. And then the way things will come out is exactly what the other one can understand in that language and in that way. Does that make it clear? Life of introspection is life with Baba, and then Baba takes over everything, every action, every word, everything. And it will bring a lot of love in your relationships, warmth in your relationships. May not be attachment, but love and warmth, yes. So Baba is saying that similarly, the mind and intellect are ministers of the king. Therefore, when those waste thoughts arise in your mind, it is the mind that influences you with waste thoughts. It is the mind that influences you with waste thoughts. Every thought is a waste, understand, if you identify with it. But from a distance, as a silent being, if you use it choicelessly, then it is a beautiful tool. Yeah? So, if you do not control the mind, therefore, when those waste thoughts arise in your mind, it is the mind that influences you with waste thoughts. Now, when Baba says control means, if you do not control the mind means, how do you control something that is wild?
Getting detached, Sakshi.
Very good, very good. So if you do not control the mind, that is being detached from is likened to a horse because it is mischievous, and you have the reins of Srimat. And the first reign of Srimat is you are Om Shanti. And the minute you're Om Shanti, non-violent being. The minute you're non-violent being, detached. So if the reins of Srimat become slack, even slightly, the mind would become mischievous. Why do the reins become slack? Because somewhere or other, you begin to look at the side scenes. And side scenes is not just outside, side scenes in your mind also. Okay, mind TV is part of that. And when the reins are slack, the mind takes its chance. So always maintain the awareness. I am a master and a child. And one was sharing with someone that is why when the soul knows its nakedness, then it is incorporeal. no thought attached to the being. Then that soul choicelessly gives life to God's thought. Then it is angelic body. And then when that naked soul believes itself to be a bodily thought, a scripted thought, then it gives life to this physical body as me and mine, and the name and the form. So the source of it all is still the soul. And that lifeless drama within the soul comes to life.
Sister, you mean Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah.
Thoughts pattern. Okay.
Yeah. Thought patterns are good and bad sanskara, beauty and the beast both. And soul is beyond it all. Just a vessel in which both can exist. So check that you are a master of the treasures and also a master of self-sovereignty. Am I a double master? If you're not that much a master, then weak sanskars emerge. And what do you say about sanskars? My sanskars are like this. My nature is like this. But are they mine? You refer to them as my sanskars. And the definition we always made of weak sanskars is bad sanskars. Weak means anything that is temporary, that is I identify with. That is weakness. Any experience that is temporary, I identify with. Yeah? So are they mine? Is it right to say my sanskars? Is it right? Are they mine? Or are they Ravan's property? Weak sanskars are the property of Ravan. How can you say that they are yours? Which are my sanskars, child? The sanskars are the father of the father, are my sanskars. So what are the father's sanskars? World benefactor. Which world first?
My inner world.
My inner world first. First, I, the soul, bring benefit to my inner world. Good wishes and pure feelings then will automatically emerge. Therefore, to call any weak sanskar your sanskar is wrong. And if you kept my sanskars in your heart, you have placed something impure in your heart. You have love for something that belongs to you, do you not? Therefore, by considering it to be yours, you have then given love to, you have then given it a place in your heart, which means you have given it life. Because you have placed both the pure and impure in your heart, you children sometimes have to battle. What else would the two of them do? They would only battle. Does it answer now? Don't identify with either.
Yes, sister. Yes.
Yeah. So when you have my sanskars in your thoughts or in your words, check yourself. These impure sanskars are not my sanskars. So you have to transform your sanskars, means transcend your sanskars completely. And then they get transformed on their own. Means that which you will need will be used by you automatically. We will finish it here, but very beautiful and very deep Murli, huh? Very, very beautiful. I always feel I'm reading for the first time anyhow. Yeah. So let's take a moment and begin to understand that the silence that you are, in that everything gets sucked in. You go beyond pure, impure. You go beyond good and bad. It consumes everything, your silence. And then from that silence that you are, you will automatically put Baba samskaras into action. And mind will also sink into you. Slowly but surely, it is already sinking in. So life is life of self-introspection and introversion, like Brahma Baba. In every scene, even now, it's not the solidified and concrete, conditioned mind that feels real to be you. It is you that can observe the silent one, that can observe that feeling real mind at a distance away from you with Baba. That is all you have to keep checking in every scene. We are not here to give anything to anybody. We are not here to do anything for anybody. We are here just to be who I am with Baba and keep a distance from the mind so that Baba can use me, the soul, as he wants me to be used. And it is the death of all thinker, doer, feeler, sufferer, everything dies in it. And it will be clean space. See it now. And this is our eternal truth forever and always. This is the beauty. I, the being, can be the carefree emperor. And Baba, the supreme doer. Let him do everything. Take care of everything. You don't even need to think. Baba will do it for you. Propose you what you need to think, what you need, how you need to do. He will keep advising you. When Baba is your advisor in confluence age, then you don't need an advisor in golden age. So continuously keep asking yourself, what is your truth with Baba? And then play your parts with all the brother souls. What a beautiful thing to be on this, in this physical dimension and playing our parts with each other. We are not here to live like a sannyasi and not interact with each other. We live our lives with each other, in harmony with each other. When I'm in harmony with the sanskars within me, this will automatically manifest outside. This is why this world is not outside in that we are living. We are living inside out. Not inside the body. The inside of the soul is manifesting outside. Be the love that you are. Let all feel God's warmth through you. Om Shanti.
Okay. Thank you,
Om
Baba.
Shanti.
Baba.
Om Shanti. Thank you. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.